Daniela, do stay with us as we have further updates to discuss, but this time coming out of the United States. And another crucial update has emerged from the Brown University mass shooting, which took place on Saturday, claiming 2 lives and leaving 9 people injured. The person of interest detained earlier by the Providence Police Department has now been reportedly identified as 24-year-old Benjamin Erickson. But as per latest police briefings, he will be released soon from police custody. So far, what we know about Benjamin Erickson is that he served as an infantryman in the US Army from 2021 to 2024 and does not have any criminal records. An Army spokesperson informed a media outlet that Benjamin Erickson was never deployed in the US military. He also reportedly transferred from the University of Wisconsin to Brown this fall. Now, as per police reports, Benjamin Erickson was arrested from a local hotel yesterday and that he had 2 guns in his possession when taken into custody. Providence and Rhode Island police officials have said that the Brown University remained on lockdown for several hours on Saturday after the incident as they looked for the suspect. At the time of the shooting, the university was filled with students who had their finals scheduled this week. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump also shared his condolences to the grieving families of the mass shooting victims earlier today and hoped for the quick recovery of 9 who were injured. Daniela joins us once again. Daniela, of course, this will once again come down to the debate of gun safety in the United States. Could you tell us a little bit more about the gun law, specifically in Rhode Island, where this shooting took place at an Ivy League university?
Yes, it's every parent's worst nightmare. You send your child off to college, an Ivy League college, no doubt, and to get the call that they've been murdered with not even knowing answers is terrible and should pull at every single American's heartstrings tonight. Rhode Island is a blue state, so with blue states come much stricter gun laws. There's 7-day holdings, there's screenings, but it's still not enough. I do think with the advancement of AI, I wouldn't be surprised that part of being able to carry a gun, there will be a social media sweeping of concerning consistent hate speech, because that has been one of the biggest correlations in these acts of violence. They tend to make their intentions known on social media, on Discord, on X, and this is really important to scrutinize. It's not guns who kill people, it's people who are in need of mental health, who often are the ones who are making these heinous acts. And whatever political island you fall under, whatever your ideology is, violence is never the answer. This is not the America that was founded under Judeo-Christian values and freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Violence of any kind because you disagree with someone's ideology is unacceptable here.
Daniela, of course, the United States is a complete outlier when it comes to these mass shootings in the Western world. But of course, it is the only country with the kind of gun laws that America does have. Do you see this shooting? Of course, there's been nearly 300 in 2025, which, by the way, is a decline. But do you see any legal changes being passed through following this shooting, or is it going to be more political stalemate in the gun debate?
Again, I don't think it's necessarily stricter gun laws only, although, like you heard me say earlier, I do think that there should be much more due diligence on the mental health side. But that's not the root cause. The root cause is radicalizing youth and thinking that violence is the answer. And this is a holistic approach. In America specifically, you still have a lot of Trump derangement syndrome. You have a lot of vilification of the other, and that's not the answer. We need to bring back nuance. We need to bring back grace. And our children are watching. They're watching their parents, they're watching political leaders, they're watching their teachers. And if we can all do our part to turn down the temperature, I think that collectively will make far more of an impact.
Yes, Daniela, do stay with us once again as we next